does some laggy stuff. Hopefully it's still watchable. This is gonna be a little bit of a different live stream because I didn't have one planned, and I don't have my fancy controller. But I got something really cool in the mail, and I thought to myself, you know who really likes really cool stuff? You guys. So I figured, why not unbox it? I've been meaning to do that. Let me check the comments here. Hey everyone. Can barely hear me. Okay, maybe I need to move this microphone. Let's see. No sound? There has to be sound. Hold on, let me check my input levels. 1 second, guys. General. Sound. Where is it? Sound. Ugh. Input, this one. All right, that should be better. That should be like 100% louder. Right? Is that better? If not, I'm gonna just bring the microphone right up in my grill. Let's see. Haha. Well, now you guys see the microphone, but at least you can hear me. Hopefully. All right. Let me know in the chat. But that should be good. And I'm excited. So, turns out, let me know. I'll just wait to hear from you guys in the chat. In the meantime, we can open this secondary package while people come in. So, it turns out that Magigoo, or the parent company, which I don't know the name of the parent company, well, apparently they have a new company called DryWise, and so they got in clothes dryer in there. Yeah, it's big. Apparently they're starting a new company, which I told them everyone already knows the brand name Magigoo, so maybe you guys should market it as DryWise by Magigoo. But I've actually never tried Magigoo, so they agreed to send me some of that first. So let's see what we got. I've heard this stuff is like so insanely strong that you have to be careful or it'll rip up your build plate. All right, what do we got? We got PPGF, Flex, HT, and Metal. Wait, what? For 3D print? Oh, and more. PA, PC, PP, and just the standard Magigoo. That's awesome. Thank you very much to the folks at Magigoo. One of them looks like it leaked maybe, or FedEx spilled something on it. DHL. Hey, check this out. I have another camera I could show you guys stuff on. It's not super configured, but Magigoo. Cool. This live stream, by the way, is not sponsored or anything like that. It's literally, sometimes live streams are sponsored, but this one I just have been procrastinating opening this, and I knew if I scheduled a live stream, I would actually do it on time instead of procrastinating, and I'm traveling soon. So, all right, I don't think we need any of this just yet, but I have some nylon here that we're going to print with later. So, let's see. Let's see what we got, shall we? And if you guys have questions about anything in general, just hit me up in the chat. And welcome to those of you who are making it to their first live stream. That's exciting. I think we should lay this thing down because I have a little Voron hiding behind me. And I don't want to knock it over. All right, let's see what's in here. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't expect this thing to be so big, as per the clothes dryer comment. I thought it was like the size of a normal filament dryer. It's not. It's clearly very large. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right, you guys want to see what's in the box? Let's do... This time there's a whole other continent that can attend the stream. Yeah, that is true. All right, we got inside the box. Accessories. Man, their branding is on point for a product that they just launched. Like, the boxes are already all printed and branded, DryWise, and like, if I had just launched a new product, I don't even know if it's on sale to the public yet. It might be. But if I had just launched it, maybe I should put this down. I think these handles are for doing what I'm about to do. If I had just launched a product, I don't think I would already have like all the custom branded packaging yet. Oh, that's cool. Wow, it's like the size of an old school PC. Okay, so let me tell you guys why I agreed to accept this thing and what's so cool about it. So you guys know how like it's a trope on my channel. It's all good. It really doesn't bother me. So you know how I have a like ongoing joke on my channel about how I hate PETG because I like my joke is I never have 12 hours to plan ahead to print PETG, and the humidity is like really high where I live. So if there's like a tiny puncture in the bag, or if my PETG hasn't been stored perfectly, I can't print it, and then I need to like plan a day in advance so I can dry it. Okay, so apparently I'm not the only one who hates that, because this filament dryer is an inline filament dryer, meaning you plug it in. I'm realizing I'm gonna need more outlets here as well. You plug it in, and it dries the filament as it's printing, so you can just print when you want. Huh. Apparently my volume's still a little bit low. But how freaking cool is that? So this is the input. Look at that. Even they have their like branding on the. It's impressive. Wow. I'm impressed by the build quality. It's all sheet metal. Thick. Very. This is plastic. No, this is plastic. I was gonna say, that's very thick metal. Alright, cool. Accessories. Let's check it out, and then I think I need to connect more power here. That's why we have more. I wonder how much power this thing consumes. Let's see. So I have here a roll of PETG from Filamentum that I have left out that long. It's probably been just sitting out in the humidity for 2 months, 3 months. Like, it is fully waterlogged. We're gonna print with it a little bit and see. Magigoo giveaway. That's cool. All right, let's move this. Thought 3D, that's the name of the company. EU Declaration of Conformity signed. Yeah, they're based in Malta, which is really cool. Like, how often do you hear about companies in Malta? But apparently there's a lot of 3D printing stuff going on there, as Joel showed us. Okay, so this is cool. These are desiccant. It does use desiccant, but I asked them if it can be recharged. You just take it out, put it in the oven, and recharge it. I guess that's where all the humidity that it pulls out of the filament has to go somewhere. Otherwise, basically, this would be a glorified humidifier. And that water that's like, I don't know, maybe full of plastic fumes or smelly or whatever. I'm just pontificating. All right, cool. We got a bunch of stuff here. There's a USB drive. I wonder why. Maybe in case you need to update the firmware. You guys, this is really impressive, actually. Like, they've already done all the... Is this 3D printed? Really cool. Yeah, this is 3D printed. That's rad. They told me some parts were 3D printed here. I think this is too. Let's switch cameras and I'll show you guys. This is definitely 3D printed. Industrial, yeah? It's not FDM. This is, looks like SLS. Or nylon. Yeah, it's probably nylon. That's rad. And then this looks to be 3D printed as well. Up here. Okay, let's see what else we got. There's got to be a manual in here, right? Yeah, this is 3D printed too. I'm just so excited. I can't even... You guys have to understand, I'm printing a lot more nylons and polycarbonates and stuff like that lately. And it's such a hassle to... I mean, I love my Sunlu S4. I will say that. And I love my Ibos Polyphemus. And I use them all the time, but like it's a hassle if I want to print a roll that wasn't already in there and hasn't been stored in there. I don't know if that was supposed to come out. Oh, thanks, Fave Sponge. That's awesome. Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous. I don't know what it is, but it's gorgeous. All right, let's go back to main cam. Really cool. And we got a power cable. Okay, great. Now, where were the instructions? Were there instructions, or did I miss that? Or maybe the instructions are on the disc. I feel like they were. Yeah, there's no paper in here. There is something about winning a free Magigoo. Here we go. DryWise. On-demand, repeatable, and reliable filament drying. But I think this is marketing materials. Like it has some QR codes, but I don't think that... ooh, they have a quote from Ultimaker about how impressed they are. Okay, well, the side cam is focus hunting a bit. Yeah, that's the problem with this model of camera. I'll try to fix it next time we go over there. Alright, I don't love putting in a random USB into my computer, but looks like that's what we're doing. And I'm using all my USB ports. Poo. Let's see, what can I unplug? Nothing. I can't unplug anything without you guys losing me. Let's see if we can find it online. DryWise manual. Downloads. Download. All right, cool. Let's see what we got. Let's share screen. Share screen. That's not what I want to show. Safari. Cool. So, user manual. Okay, table of contents. Introduction, safety, main components, unboxing. Great. I thought F was like a glove flipping me off. Like what? Okay, alright, cool. Hardware installation in first. Remove shipping screw. For shipping purposes, the pumping side. Okay. Cool. Did they give me the tools, or should I go with my tools? This looks like it's a shipping screw. It's very big. It's a nice... Ooh, can't get it. It's super tight. Also, I have cuts all over my fingers from... you guys can't see me. Duh. Main cam. Go away, screencast. All right. It's such a nice screw. I don't want to scratch it by using tools on it, but I think I'm going to have to. It's, wow, super tight. Wrong cam. Can't get it. All right. Ha-ha! I want that thumb screw for other things, so I'm going to try and not destroy it. I scratched it. Guys, I'm not sure that this is going to come off. It's a thumb screw. It shouldn't be that hard. Ready? Maybe it's the towel. All right, here goes nothing. Let's make triple sure that we're doing the right. I mean, yeah, that's the one. All right, here goes nothing. I don't like this. Doesn't sound nice. I constantly live in fear of having an Uncle Jesse moment on a live stream where I just destroy something. Wait, they didn't tell me to take off this stuff. Okay. Thumb screws. Screw is clearly shown. Install the Bowden tubes. Bowden tubes or Bowden tubes? I think it's Bowden. Okay, a Bowden tube can be attached to the input and output ports to facilitate movement. Well, oh, it's all on the back. That's cool. All right, let's check it out. So it can sit right there. I'm wondering if it, I mean, I would assume it has auto feeding, right? How is my welding going? Honestly, much better. People gave me some really good tips, and it's really improved my game. The filament shredder works, but it has problems, like major problems, such as it's rocking, and that, not in a good way, by the way. That's the input. Where's the output? Is it one of these? No, that's for humidity. So why is this thing plugged? Oh, okay, we'll get there. Anyway, it shreds, but the shreds are too big. It's rocking, it's overheating. Yesterday was not a great day. I wanted my mommy. I gotta say that working with steel is a different ballgame, you guys. So this is why this is 3D printed, because it has internal threading and all this stuff. I was about to say, here comes an Uncle Jesse moment. This has internal threading and all kinds of stuff. It says 2.5, and I don't know why. Sorry, I never finished my sentences, and it drives me crazy. I don't know if it drives you guys crazy. It has internal threading and all kinds of stuff and markings that would be very, very, very hard to do injection molded. So they have 3D printed it. Okay, finishing sentences. Look at that. Look at, by the way, how the contacts, you can't see what I'm doing. Maybe I should pull back the zoom. Like this little board, which I guess is a filament flow sensor or something, goes onto these contacts, so it's like quick swappable. I don't even know why this piece is necessary. I guess so you can sense when the filament's going out. And then this, sorry, you guys are blocking the when will be my next trip to China? I don't know. I just want someone to invite me again. I need a reason to go. You can't just invite yourself to China. You have to have someone sponsor your visa. So yeah, I would love to go again, same time as last year. All right, connect the provided connectors by screwing them in place, then push a length of Bowden tube securely in. I feel like there should be a screw here. Install spool holder base, optional. Should we do that, guys? I didn't see any more parts. They sent me gloves. That's nice. Spool holder base. The other thing I live in fear of is throwing something away accidentally. Any updates on the filament recycling project? Yeah, I just said the shredder works, and I've also extruded some filament, but now I'm just getting to the point of dialing things in. Guys, there's something off here. I mean, maybe it's obsolete, the spool holder base. I have tons of spool holders. That doesn't bother me. But there's none included here, so maybe the instructions are out of date. Okay, this is clearly for this. The instructions are not great. Boker Tov Nadav. Good morning. The instructions are out of date or not complete yet because they don't actually tell you that you need to put this hinge on or this thumb screw. I mean, that's the only parts in the box, so it's pretty clear. But they should say that, or at least show a picture of how it's done. All right, cool. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm really excited to fire this thing up. Holy crap. This is going to be super cool. And it does have software, and there's a USB on the front, because apparently as they add filament profiles... Oh, that's another one, but this isn't the same. Oh. Okay, what's the difference between this and that? Attached desiccant tube. It doesn't say anything about this yet. And I'm a little worried that this is for... Guys, I think maybe that's the wrong one. Because it said 2.5, so maybe that's for Ultimaker filament. And this one is for 1.75 filament. I mean, that hole is definitely big. It's 3 millimeters, but that could still be for... And this doesn't say out. Yeah, this is a dry as you print dryer. All right, let's just follow the instructions and see. So they give you 2 of these, so you never have to be without, which is nice. And they give you a ton of these little rubber seals. Does it go that way, or does it go... Okay, the instructions need a little work. That I will admit. Because... Okay, this goes on top. Ooh, I like that it's like a quick release gasket. No screwing anything in, just pop. And hopefully pop. Okay. That's nice. Just fits. If I fits, I sits. All right, let's go back to main camera, shall we? Okay. So that's what it looks like now. Oh, hold on. Filament dryer, health and safety. We're back. Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm just not reading. It's my fault, not the instructions fault. It specifically says spool holder STL is available for download. After it's at the bottom, but I didn't see. Okay, we could print a spool holder. There are holes for it. Okay, cool. Place DryWise near the 3D printer. Do not obstruct the airflow. Attach the power cord. Okay, should we do the peel? Normally I wouldn't peel until it's in its final place, but I don't, with the heat this thing might generate, I don't want the plastic melting on it. This is one of the cooler ideas I've seen. Yeah, I could print a spool holder with the PETG, but the dry PETG that I have is blue, and I kind of want to make the spool holder orange. Do I have any orange wet donut? No. Satisfying. All right. I still really would like to know what this thing does. I think it's another output, and I don't know for, like, why do I need 2 of them? That one said 2.5 on the inside. That makes me a little nervous. And then what is this? This is some kind of 3D printed dial. It makes me nervous that I have 2 of these, and I don't know why. I guess it could be another in. It could be an in or an out. Is it an innie or an outie? And they both have these. Yeah, I don't know. I wish they would explain to me why I have two of them. Ah, wait a minute. There was a parts list. That worst peel ever. Yeah, I'm not good at peels. Okay, the what's in the box also does not say. Like, what I have is very different from the manual. Again, that's not unusual when you're dealing with like pre-release stuff, but it does not say that. It says port closing kit, but it doesn't look like mine at all. Hey Matthew, I think maybe Matthew is from the team. Oh, sorry, you guys can't hear me. Hey Matthew, are you from DryWise? Because if so, you guys should put in the instructions about these two. All it says in the what's in the box is port kit, but it doesn't say. So then why do I need a preheater? Do I need a preheater? Very interesting. Should I put it on? There's a preheater, you guys. Maybe it's, I mean, we'll wait and hear from Matthew, but should I get the A1 Mini? Yeah, if you want to do multicolor, definitely. If you don't mind having a smaller build volume, definitely. There should be a quick start on the USB drive. That's fair. There is a quick start on the USB drive. I downloaded the manual from the internet, and maybe it's outdated. The problem is I'm using all my USB ports for this live stream. 1, 2 cameras, and a microphone, and powering everything. So we'll have to get to that later. Yeah, that's my bad. I am using the version that I downloaded online. All right, cool. Let's hook this thing up, shall we? The other container full of stuff that I put on the machine. That container filled with stuff. Oh, this. That is desiccant. Matthew, it is required for certain materials to release tension in the material before going inside the DryWise. Okay. Is it required for PET G? Because, sorry, you're going to be my quick start guide because I can't plug this in right now. Or link me to the quick start guide if I can pull it up without, because I just can't plug this in because I'm using all my USB ports. So note to self, get a hub. Or plug in a hub before I go live. All right, cool. Let's do this. So we're going to use this little spool holder for now. It's a junky one. Then we're going to take Rattlesnake over here. Everybody say hi to Rattlesnake. She's very dirty. I'm sorry. Poor girl. Not required. Okay, great. So as you can see here, I was printing some PET GCF. And you guys can see, hold on. Yeah, sorry. I'll try and adjust the microphone a little bit. Is that better? So as you guys can see, I'm not great about pre-drying my filaments. And this is PET CF. So it is, oh, the K2 Plus came out? I haven't seen it. I've been really busy. I have to look. I haven't seen anything. I need to check it out. As you guys can see, and this is PET. It's supposed to be not as hygroscopic. But I'm really bad about drying my filaments and storing them dry. It's also kind of not my fault because humidity is usually 75% here. I think there's a reason that DryWise reached out to me. They're like, this guy will get it. And I totally do. All right, cool. Rattlesnake. Hey, sweet girl. All right. Doesn't anyone want to know why she's named Rattlesnake? You're about to find out. Okay. Which way is it? I always forget. This way. That's a good girl. Okay, are we on? Is this thing on? What? What? My power cable. Ah, there's another switch. There's a switch. Okay. Yeah, this is, in case anyone's wondering, and sorry you guys have all the background light. That's super annoying. This is the Cybor Voron 0.2 with all CNC parts. Maybe I should close that window behind. I was gonna do it, and I got lazy. Okay. So, you guys still have some light, but that's okay. All right. So, rattlesnake. There we go. Sweet girl. All right. Power cable. Chunky boy. How many watts of power do we think this thing pulls? I'm kind of dying to know. Okay, check it out. It actually only pulls 350 watts, which isn't bad. I don't know what a normal filament dryer pulls, but I expected, just given that it's like instantly drying the filament, that it would use a lot of power. All right, first time. Oh, the fans are pretty loud. Your DryWise is ready. All right. You guys want to see the screen? Weep. Okay, there's a whole bunch of settings. Brightness. Wow, this is a fancy touch screen. Change O-ring, maintenance, install attachment, install spool holder. Damn, this is like a full-on... Oh, you guys can't see shit. It's like a full-on Android tablet, you guys. Look at this. Look at all that. It is loud. I will give it that. But I suspect that anyone who's using this is not going to be using it with a desktop printer. This is like a big industrial solution. All right. What do you guys say we print a Benchy with this PETG? And as I understand, we don't need to start it before and to test the wet filament, because like the first meter or something like that, like purge lines and stuff like that, is not going to be dried because we have to feed it through the filament. So we should be able to see in real time how it goes. All right, let's go. So let's take this here. This is what's in and what's out, it should say. It does say. In. Goes in the top, out the bottom. Okay, so far it's not like auto feeding or anything like that. Start drying. Pre-check. Always ensure that the desiccant is in place and connected correctly. Yes. We are drying PETG, but it says it doesn't have PETG, so we'll try PET. And it is not Polymaker, not FlashForge, not Essentium. It is generic. Yeah, it's very expensive. This is like an industrial solution. But I think it's one of those things like, it's not coming out. I think it's one of those things like Apple Vision Pro, where in the beginning it's very expensive, and then, you know, cheaper versions come. Okay, the filament is stuck. I think I need to either snip the end or do something. Really wish I had that quick start guide, guys. Filament stuck. What do we do? Generic PETG. Okay. Are you sure you selected? Yes. Press start. Okay. Press start to begin loading your filament. Cut filament to a point. Okay, that's my problem. Well, I do like the touch screen. It would be forgivable if this didn't have a touch screen. You know, it is a filament dryer at the end of the day. I mean, not a you know what I mean, a touch screen, but not like a color LCD. But I love that there's a screen that can actually show me pictures. Okay, filament is cut to a point. Next, locate the entry point. Push filament in here until the LED turns solid green. Oh, this is cool. I think you guys got to see this. Now I really get why this thing is 3D printed in the back. Holy crap, this thing is very, 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 I don't want to say over-engineered, but it's very engineered. Look at this. Yeah, there's definitely a way to make a more affordable version. Look at this. There are LEDs telling you if the filament is loaded correctly. You could only do that with 3D printing. Like that fine. So then you load it until the light goes green. I would have liked to have seen a, you know, something that feeds the filament for me, but this whole machine is passive. It's not pulling or pushing the filament. Okay, it's not solid green. I think my filament's stuck. I can see that it's hitting something. Did I not put the Bowden tube all the way in or something like that? Come on. You're no working. I think it's getting right there and then it's getting stuck. And I cut it to a point. A little help here? Someone? Let's cut another point. Let's cut a point that's pointed in the center. There's our pointy filament. Anybody there? The comments went quiet. You guys are wrapped with suspense, huh? Am I supposed to like remove this thing or something? Cut it at 45 degrees. I did. What is this thing? Is this like an unclogger? Let's look at the instructions. I've got like a little pokey thing. We're all holding our breath. I mean, this feels like it's supposed to go in here and do something. Like maybe close this. There's a lot of 3D printed parts on this. It's pretty damn cool. Come on, it's not coming out. Oh, come on. We're all so excited for this. This is definitely a cap. Like it fits too perfectly to not, yeah, it's a cap. It's not going, guys. Should we try cutting it again? I mean, I can feel that the filament's stuck against something. Full disassembly. I was thinking the same thing. In 3, 2, 1. DryWise. Hey, DryWise, welcome. Try to bend the first piece to straighten it and remove the curvature. That's a good idea. I'm excited that DryWise is here. Everybody, if you have questions, direct them to DryWise because, as I said, I can't access the USB because all my USB ports are. So my inability to get the machine up and running in smooth time is more a reflection of my Mac's limited USB ports than it is of their product. But I will say that you guys should update on the website. The instruction manual is outdated. Like the parts don't match. So make sure to check that. I understand it's pre-release and everything. All right, well, let's try something else. Okay, but why does it have a hamster feeder? That's funny. It's desiccant. Rechargeable desiccant. Okay, so I've taken this. I'm going to cut another one just in case. Okay, 45-degree filament cut. Now let's straighten it out. Pulling on it, taking out the curvature. Ah, feel better, Manuel. That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. Ooh, hello. Does it work for TPU? That's a good question. I'll let DryWise answer that. I thought I saw TPU in the menu. I mean, it's passive, so why wouldn't it, right? Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. Come on. I keep getting stuck in the same place. Oh, wait. I heard something. It moved. Pooh. It's stuck again. It is very much stuck. How bad is it going to be if I have to take this whole thing apart? Be honest with me, DryWise. Maybe it's, you know, clogged with some debris from manufacturing or something. I mean, this is very straight and pointed. All right. That's pretty straight for the first like 15 centimeters. I have the DryWise too. I know this problem. It has to pass. Don't take it apart. It has to pass a 20,000 euro. No, it's 2,000 euro. There are profiles for harder TPU. Yantech, you can't fix this. Jan, are you the same Jan as the one that worked with CNC Kitchen? All right, let's go. Let's go. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Gonna be honest, if it is like this every single time I have to load it, it's gonna kind of impinge how much I want to use it. Also, I tangled the filament here. Okay, that feels promising. We're further than we've ever been. It's just not going. Awesome, Jan. That's cool. Well, shoot, guys. I can't get it. Let's try another roll. I feel like it would go really easily with carbon composite filament. But these are the two that I want to work with today. You can definitely get the filament through. Just use a light angle. A lighter angle at the cut. I have been doing a very sharp cut. Let's try. Let's try with nylon. Maybe it's one of those things you have to get the feel for, and then it's easy. Okay. No. Ah, it's stuck. I mean, guys, I think I know how to load filament, right? It's definitely stuck. Like, it's hitting something hard. This isn't a bend. It's hitting up against something. Okay, I'm getting frustrated. Let's straighten this. Come on, we gotta. They sent me this super nice machine. We gotta get it working. I will not admit defeat so easily, but... It definitely feeds from the top. It says in here. Guys, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. It's not going through. Try to feed it through the bottom hole. That's not a bad idea at all. No, there's something stuck in there. Yeah. There is 100% something stuck in there. Nice one. Ah, here, I cleared it. Nope, now it's stuck again. Okay. I think my reigning theory right now is that there was a piece of debris from manufacturing because I could feel it click loose and it's like scratchy. Like I feel abrasion. Let's see if it comes out the top with some debris or something, or if I'm just talking shit. It's stuck again. It's stuck again, which supports my theory that there's some debris or something in there. It's stuck right at the end. I can hear it, but it's stuck. All right, it's time to get serious. Big guns. We are not messing around today, guys. This is PETCF. It is extremely rigid. The point will be very sharp, and it's abrasive. So with any luck, it'll clean out whatever the hell's in there, if there is something in there. Can I try removing the bottom port screw and feed the filament from there to see if there are any obstructions? Let me try this, and then yeah. Oh, I'm nervous though, because this is really, really brittle filament. If it breaks, we're effed. I feel so much resistance. Got it. It's through. It's through, but man, there is a lot of resistance. Look at this. I'm exerting like, I can tell you exactly how much, but I'm exerting like half a kilo of force or more just to pull it through. Okay, let's see. Compressed air, burr in the tube, maybe. Try finding something like a long wire. No, I mean we got the filament through, but it's extremely difficult to push. Like I don't think it's supposed to be this hard. Do we have some tape or something? I'm telling you guys, this, it should not have this much resistance inside. Let's just really quickly rig this up, and I'll tell you guys how hard it is to pull the. Just got here, audio sucks, leaving. Sorry. I'm not in front of the microphone. Damn it. How am I going to rig this up? I think I need some tape or something. All right. I just want to test how much force there is required. What am I using for audio? Not my normal microphone, because my normal microphone isn't USB. So it's just another USB mic that's typically very quiet. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't think it's going to hold the filament. But like, when I tell you guys it takes a lot of force to pull this thing, this filament, I'm not messing around. All right, let's see. Good. Okay, ready? To pull the filament takes 1.15 kilos of force. That can't be right. Yeah, it's a solid 1.15. The camera, GH6 and GH5. And yeah, the microphone, this is a podcasting microphone. That's why it's so quiet. DryWise team, it should not take 1.15 kilos of force to pull the filament through, right? If the audio is that bad, I can use my laptop microphone if that'll help, guys. If you guys want to hear the difference, and let's see if it makes a difference. But that's going to be echoey. Ugh. Something's up. Ah, for you it's also 1.15 kilos to pull the filament? Okay, so maybe that's not an issue. And maybe now that I've cleared it, maybe we can load something else. I mean, I thought it would be interesting to measure because if that's in spec, then nothing is wrong. Maybe that's just how it is. Happy birthday, Nadir. Oh, I hate when this happens. Okay. It's normal for drag to be high with carbon filaments, but this should ease up as the unit gets warmer, okay, when drying the material. Good to know. Now let's see if I can load a normal material. This is about to break. Oh, wait. I think. Nope. I really can't get anything but that carbon filament through. Sorry, guys. I'm doing my very bestest here. Let's try again. Please come through. Just go through. Come on. Just go. Just do it. Nope. All right, new idea. I'm going to cut the first couple millimeters to be thin. And then a point. Maybe I can sneak it in there. You know what I mean? Wait, other way. Have patience, we have all evening. Come on. Yes! 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 It should definitely not be as difficult as you are experiencing for sure. Yeah, maybe it'll get better with time as this 3D printed part wears in a little bit. The way that I managed to do it, I can't believe this actually worked. But if I could keep calm, it's good to see actually what it's like. Yeah, thanks, guys. I just feel bad, you know, potentially making DryWise's product look bad. So here's what I did, and it worked first try. Instead of just cutting the tip, hold on, I want to focus on this. Instead of just cutting the tip, I made the first centimeter or so thin, and then I cut the tip. And then it just went right through. So fine, if that's what I have to do every time, fine. It's just a matter of knowing how to cut the tip. Like I know for my bamboo machines, I have to cut the tip square. And for my Voron 2.4, because of the Orthis filament sensor, I have to cut... there's no way I'm feeding this back through, though. I have to cut it sharp. Each printer I have, I know that I need to cut a certain kind of tip, you know? Now, this doesn't... Where did I take this thumb screw from? One of them was from the top and one was from the bottom. I think this one was the top. And I now don't know where the bottom one is. It probably rolled off the table. Find it later. All right. Shall we print something, guys? It sounds like an air conditioner unit, if I'm honest. Ah, there's the other thumb screw, too. All right. Get out of here, nylon. Okay. Thumb screw. Thumb screw. Now. And the light is still not solid green. It's supposed to... Now it's solid green. Okay. Let's turn this guy around. That is a monster. I did not anticipate it to be so chunky. Okay. All right. Boron goes here. Oh wait, the lights are red now. Why are the lights red? This needs to move forward a bit. Why are the lights red? Okay. All right, I'm back. Do a stringing test. That's actually a really good idea. Let's not do a Benchy. Let's do a stringing test. But why are the lights flashing red? Pull back some filament. Push here until LED is solid. Okay. LED is green, but it needs to be solid green. It's flashing green. Why is it flashing green? Blinking green, push more filament. Okay, I like that the screen tells me exactly why I'm an idiot. Good. Confirm. It wants a very specific amount of filament loaded. Do not move the dryer while drying. Start. Ooh. Do you guys hear that? Sorry, DryWise team. You guys probably think, what did we do sending the dryer to this idiot? But I didn't use the quick start guide. 35 minutes left. Ah, okay. So it's going to dry the first part of the filament. Or is it... Okay. So I think, if you guys don't mind, the machine needs to dry the first portion of the filament before you start to print it. I actually would like to see the drying in action. DryWise guys, can I abort this and have it just dry inline so we can literally see the moment when it starts? Is that like an okay test to do? Or is it gonna mess up the inline drying if it doesn't have the opportunity to do this first? In the meantime, I'm going to get a stringing test. Does it not seem to be a bit strange that you need to access the back of the machine to load it? Same issue as rear mount spool holders. Yeah, I'll admit I don't love that. Like, I was going to put this next to my Voron, but there's no way I'm going to reach behind it every time. I would have loved to see the filament go in and out of the front. And I mean, for my Voron, it would be even better if it just went in and out right of the top. For this machine, it's in the back, but a lot of my machines, well, I guess a lot of my machines are rear loading. If I think about it, I can skip the load, the printer, and skip the pre-drying cycle if you wish. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Do a before and after in the meantime. All right, let's get a stringing test. Does Orca have a stringing test? Babe, wake up, the next layer is live. All right, cool. Let's slice something, shall we? Let's see. Orca. Already printed that. We want to print on rattlesnake. Okay. New. No. We're printing PETG calibration. I guess we could just do a retraction test. But nah, let's not do a retraction test. Let's do just any old. Load the printer, start the dryer, and put a print which uses more than 2 to 3 meters of filament. You got it. So let's do a big stringing test. I mean, as big as I can on a 0.2. All right, let's see. Stringing. Scale it up. Let's make it 100 millimeters high. Oops. All right. I guess we could just do more infill and then it would. Yeah. All right. How much is this going to be? Sorry, hang on. 1.7 meters. Yeah, this is an inline filament dryer. Let's scale this up. We need to use more filament. Sorry, I have to move it every time to see. All right, 7 meters. That's pretty good. But I'll tell you what, the first couple, we have to slice this in such a way because the first couple lines we don't want. Like, I don't want all that base because the filament will be dry by then. Whoops. Whoops. Ah! Orca Slicer crashed. Alright. I'm still on the release candidate. Oh, come on. We get it. We get it. We just want to print some stuff. Okay. Let's just print that. Alright, cool. We will get old if you print this. How long does it say it's going to take? 59 minutes. Alright, let's lower it a little bit. Alright, screw it. We're going live. It's been how long? An hour and a half? I want to print something. I need to kind of turn this a little bit just so we have a nice angle. I can actually hear the moisture coming out. That's kind of crazy. Like I hear something. Okay, first thing I'm going to be doing is getting a long Bowden tube for the top and for the bottom and just running it from the front. Or like printing something. Maybe I can even mount it to this shipping screw so that I can just feed from the front if I want to. And then I could put like a one of those splitters that people use on the bamboo machine so I can load from the back or from the front. Good idea, right? All right, preheat. Pet of the G. Let's cook some filament. Donation alerts. What does that mean? Infill 0. Well, no. The reason I'm putting infill is they said I need to use more than 3 meters of filament, and already we're only at 2.5, 3, which isn't enough. How do I get you guys back? All right, printer. Come back. All right, cool. There it is. All right, so now let's set you guys up to see what's happening. Take this door off. See, there's a reason I used the boron 0. All right. So first we're going to load the filament. Yeah, I don't know if the extruder is going to be strong enough to pull this. I was having under extrusion issues with this printer today already. I mean, it's really hard, but we'll try. The height difference is not helping anything. All right, let's go. So we're at 176. I'm expecting to see, I will say, I'm going to go on record before this happens, that Filamentum's PET-G seems to be less hygroscopic than some other cheaper ones that I've used. This is very good PET-G, but at the end of the day, you know, a material is what it is, and I've left this stuff out for months. So I'm expecting, okay, load filament fast. I don't hear any crackling. There it is. Okay, yeah. I just have to clear out the PET CF. So we're going to go hot now. Let's see if I can do this in such a way that you guys will actually see the steam coming out of the nozzle. Production quality, what can I say? All right, ready? Yeah, all right. You guys see that? That is sopping wet filament. You guys see? Hold on. How close can I get? You see it snap, crackle, and popping out the extruder? And then look how wet that is. See here where my pinky finger is? Yeah, it's super quiet because I'm not using the right mic. Sorry, guys. All right, cool. Let's do this thing. Print. Okay, now the first couple meters should not be dried properly. Oh no. O-rings may need to be replaced. I think I didn't seal this thing correctly, guys. It says check O-rings. Maybe that's why I heard noise. I'm going to try and fix it while we... That's not good. Okay, wait. Safety information. DryWise team, it says check O-rings. It says check O-rings. I think maybe I didn't seat these correctly. And I do hear some noise. Is it safe for me to unplug and replug that right now? What temp am I using? Ignore the message for now. It might be that the filament is too wet or the dryer has not acclimated from shipping. Okay, but I do hear some noise here. Just want to clarify that. Okay, all right. Let's ignore the message. I just want to make sure I'm not breaking it or anything like that. Okay, let's upload the print. For some reason, I'm not finding the printer on my network. Got it. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready, finally, to do some printing? This can go in the trash because it's partly nylon. We don't recycle nylon. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, here goes. And now you all know why I call this printer Rattlesnake. Oh, yeah. That's a nice sound. You guys hear that? Okay, we got our first bits of extrusion. Definitely hear the popping. And again, for those of you just joining us, this filament is PETG and it has been out in the Tel Avivian humidity for many months. Where is it? Whoa, sorry guys. Let me get you closer. Sorry. Patience as I work with this big camera on this little tripod. Come on. Come on. It's not holding it. Yeah, you can definitely see the filament's a little wet. I mean, a lot wet. Hold on. Don't look at that camera angle unless you want to get nauseous. Oh my god, this is way harder than I thought it was going to be. Hold still. It's like sliding off the table. Not sure what to do with that. Yeah, so now it's stringing. This is the first bit that it didn't get to dry. Okay. Okay, here you go. It's stringing, but it's already not stringing as much as I would have expected, actually. I want to go higher so you guys can get a better angle. That camera is gonna Uncle Jesse itself. Let me put some more light on it if I have. Should have more lights. Did I take all my lights home? All right, I'm back. Yeah, definite stringing, just not as much as I would have expected. But you can see on this side over here, on the left side, there is definite stringing. And if the voice is bothering you guys, I can bring the mic closer, but I think you've all adjusted your volume by now. Let's put this here. Is this steel? Can I mount this? Whoa! Almost Uncle Jesse. This tripod stinks. And this is aluminum. It's not magnetic. Oh, that's a good solution. Okay, hang on. This camera's about to die. We need a new battery. Whoop. Okay, I hear the popping. So this is clearly undried filament. Still. Okay, can you guys see that? Yeah, if only I knew someone who can print. I'm going to take the microphone so you guys can hear the popping. Let's see. It's not going to reach. It's not going to reach. Let's do that. What I don't do for you guys. Sorry if I bang the microphone. Okay. All right. Now you should also hear me much louder. Because this is what this microphone is meant for. All right. Who wants to hear some snap, crackle, and pop? Can you guys hear that? The popping? And so far it's not under extruding. It just doesn't feel like it's pulling the filament. It doesn't feel very happy. But why is it rattlesnake? I'm very glad you asked. So I name all my printers according to themes. Vorons are all snakes. Bamboo machines are all big cats. Soval machines are all aquatic wildlife. And on and on and on. Okay, so everyone has like its own kingdom or phylum, class, whatever. Rice printies. This is a rattlesnake because it's small, dangerous, and listen to how it sounds. So because it's the CNC version, and this is my theory on why it does this, the Voron Zero is designed to be ABS parts. This one is CNC aluminum, and it does not dampen vibration at all. So every time it moves, especially the Z, you hear all the boom, 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 boom. It just sounds like a, yeah. I'm not on my laptop mic. I am on the ATR USB microphone. Hello? Hello? know. Maybe you're right. Anybody home? Oh, yeah. You are absolutely right. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now you guys want to hear? I think it got unplugged. Now you guys want to hear Rattlesnake. That is wet filament. Okay, now you guys should hear me great. Let's record some of this for a YouTube short. Create a new folder. Change, delete. Now you guys get to see how the sausage gets made. Slowly. DryWise set. Okay. We're going to record that. And now we wait. Rice Printies. Sounds more like a humming snake. Yeah. We got TNL ASMR going on. Welcome to the 3D printing hour. Now, the sweet sounds of wet PETG. I bet you if I take off the pop filter, you'll hear it more, but that's okay. And yeah, in case you want to hear what the printer sounds like, let's put it down here. All right. Now, I don't know how much filament it's consumed, but we can check that in Clipper to see when it's going to start being dry. WTNL Tel Aviv, your #1 source for cheap dad humor. All right, so far we have printed 800 millimeters. So it's actually going to be a while until the filament is dry. The DryWise team said like 3 meters. That's why they have that 35-minute burn-in team. But I'll just say, 35 minutes is way better than 6 hours, which is every other filament dryer that I have. All right, what should we do now, guys? Let's see what the machine's doing. It's all red. Is it all red because of that error, or is it red to let me know that it's hot inside? That's my first question. I don't like the red. I mean, it'll look better, the red in my background. But red, for me, makes me feel like something is wrong. And I'd rather it be green. But I do want to put this thing in the background of my videos. I mean, I've recently kind of switched to not having any brand names behind me. But this thing is just cool looking, and it's bright orange. And I'll be really honest, I want to use this with my 2 Vorons, which sit over there, because those are the printers I most use with like composite filaments and nylons and stuff like that. And it's just going to make my life so much easier to put this over there. And then I'll have another filament dryer, the IBOS, that I can take in here. Then I can print. I'm thinking out loud. DryWise should tell you how much filament has passed through the device on the screen. Get some Z-rail grease going on. So I actually greased the Z-rails the other day. You can see a little bit of the mess and residue. And that worked for like 10 minutes. I suspect that the bearings are not the best on this kit, or that the Z-rails are not perfectly vertical. Are you guys happy with that camera angle, or should I change it? I don't know why you would want to see me. But I can also, I can show you what the DryWise is doing right now. Hey, DryWise team, do I hit abort? Because it says 9 minutes left. Should I just hit abort? Ooh, there's also blue lights coming from the inside of the device. This thing is like made for being in my background. It's orange and black, which is, to be fair, like 50% of the reason why I wanted it. So nailed it on that design choice. And it's just gorgeous, and it lights up. This is totally going in my background. Totally going in my background. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Angle is great. Keep it. All right. Let me know if I hit abort or not. Like, should I hit... no need. You can just skip the next step once the timer runs out. So, no need to hit abort? Or no need once the timer runs out? Okay, so I won't hit abort, because I guess abort means stop cooling. So 8 minutes left. The screen is very nice. Like, it's a nice touch, and it makes this whole thing just really simple. Someone joked about, like, a laundry machine. My laundry machine is way more complicated to use than this. Like, way more buttons. It's also way cheaper than this, to be fair. But I could see... I was talking with someone from the DryWise team, and I suggested... I was like, it'd be really cool if you figured out ways, you know, to take the R&D investment of this machine and amortize it so that the next machine you can sell much, much cheaper. Make it smaller, cheaper, less features. And if you cut that touch screen, that would probably save a ton of money. You know, make the side panels out of plastic or acrylic that's laser cut instead of metal. No need to hit abort. Okay. Thank you guys for being on the live stream. I didn't give them any warning. I was like, hey, I'm going to live stream this. If you want to come, come. So I really appreciate them. Fortunately, they're on my time zone. I wonder how hard the filament is to pull now. Oh, it is easier. It's not easy to pull yet, but it is getting much easier to pull. Is that something that's going to get better over time as like the internal parts get worn in, or? It'll be really nice to see the drying come into action as it hits 3 meters. Yeah, cool. Jeff, we bypassed the first, what's it called? It's supposed to pre-dry the first 3 meters of filament, and we aborted that, which you're not supposed to do, but it was going to take 35 minutes. And so it has not... I should put that on screen. No, it's going to do that. It just... after the first 3 meters. Like, you're supposed to install it. Hold on, let me add some text here. How do I do that? Add text. I'm going to put the mic down. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Any recommendations regarding Cybor Voron 0.2 hot end? I don't know what a TZV6 is. Is that what I have? I have a Fadis, and it's been pretty good. I don't push this printer high speed. So here's the thing. I'm glad someone's asking questions because I can't just talk about filament drying the entire time. Okay, so here's the situation. The Voron Zero is a great high-speed printer for ABS. If you want a high-speed print PLA, the cooling is woefully inadequate. Now, Cybor makes an auxiliary cooling fan upgrade kit that is awesome, but I took that upgrade kit that they gave me and I put it on my at-home Voron, because at home I only have 2 printers, so I need that printer to be able to print fast everything. If you're going to do that, then you can get any hot end. But if you're not going to upgrade, and I do recommend you do that, it's not expensive. You can also make your own, print your own. The files are out there. but it's nice that they give a kit with a fan that works really well and da-da-da. Anyway, if you're not going to do that, you got to be careful because too high flow of a hot end is a waste, and also you won't be able to cool as fast as it's going to flow. And I've heard people say like they can't print PLA anymore because they put a really, really high flow hot end. Oh, my light died. Let's plug it in. You gotta love how I have like everything just right here, ready. All the plugs. There's metal dust everywhere because I've been shaving, grinding metal the last 2 days trying to get this stupid filament shredder to work. Okay. Let's go 5600. Come on, little buddy. All my like lights and gear are at home, so apologies, guys. And if you want to know why they're at home, it's because I recorded something very special for you guys. Okay. That's not gonna stay. That should work. Guess I could just put it back here. Okay. All right, I'm back. Hi. Scrubbing through for the highlights. That's the thing. I'd love to have a tiny Voron besides the X1C. Yeah, exactly. The Voron can do rapid prototyping. That's kind of how I use mine. Oh, I didn't see the 10th anniversary Creality event. Was it a good one? Yeah, Cyborg kits are wildly affordable. Like, especially if you don't get the CNC version, it's pretty damn affordable. You still have to do all the building yourself. But if you're the kind of person who enjoys that, I do. I don't enjoy the software, but I enjoy the hardware build. Then why not? It's fun. You get a free project with your printer. All right, how much filament has passed? Let's look. According to Clippa, 2.4 meters. 2.1 meters. No, that's millimeters per second. Sorry. 1.3. We got a little while to wait. PETG is notoriously slow, so that sucks. Maybe I can speed it up a little bit, though. Like, we're only flowing at 2.4 millimeters a second, so lots of new things. Creality K2 Plus. Ooh. I'm going to check that out. I'll watch that live stream after this one. All right, let's speed up because I'm impatient. Oh, DryWise is telling us something. Okay, load printer. Make sure to select an option within the next 20 minutes. Otherwise, for safety reasons, the dryer will be aborted automatically. Load printer, additional cycle. I like the beep, beep, beep because this is a machine that's not going to be next to my desk. I need to know when it's done. So that's a good design choice. Load printer. Okay, pull out filament out of dryer. We've done that. Blinking, push more filament. Push more filament. I'm just going to say skip. Skip loading. Printer loaded. Start. Wait, preparing for printing 15 minutes. Did I do the wrong thing? Should I have not have done that? Creality CFs. Backwards compatible with K1 and Ender 3 V3. Huh, interesting. Okay, did I just do the wrong thing? Should I have hit something else? DryWise team? I would love to see, because this is just a software upgrade, it would be really nice to just have a mode that's like, okay, just I want to just print now, you know, kind of thing. Come up with a better name than that. But like, you know, if I'm doing a lot of supports and a base that doesn't have a lot of bridging, or not bridging, but like retraction and stuff, which this model did, by the way, I cut it off just to emphasize the stringing. But it would have been amazing to just be like, I don't care for the first 3 meters, just dry when you can, you know? All right. Oh, thanks, Zero Tasty. Appreciate it. Once the 15-minute runs out, it will go to printing mode automatically. Okay, so apparently we got another 15 minutes. Yeah, guys, I would really... Does it actually need the time internally to heat up and do all that stuff? Is that why? Because if so, just... Yeah, you know, it's not really in line. It's... You are also able to skip the drying cycle. Okay, so this sounds like it's just user error. Like I should have been able, if I had been paying attention to the machine and not to the live stream, I should have been able to just hit just print. You could label the button JFP, just effing print. So DryWise, maybe you can tell us what's happening during the pre-drying. Is it like just heating up some kind of big heating element inside? By the way, I love that there's airflow here, like a ton of airflow coming through here, but I don't see the fan, which is super rad. I guess maybe this is the inlet for the air. And here there's a big ass fan. Yeah, that makes sense. Have a listen to this, guys. But you know what I like is there are LEDs in there. Hold on, I can take you guys on the road with me and show you guys the LEDs. Check this out. Let's have a tour of this machine, since apparently we have 15 more minutes. That's you guys. See? That's my mess. Sneak peek in the back. Oh, spoiler alert. But it's disassembled right now. This is the DryWise. See what I mean? How you can't see the fan? On that side, at least. And yeah, it's green, which I'm happy about. It's much nicer. And there's the touch screen. And look at all these LEDs inside. Ergobled. Yeah. Cool. Enjoying it. It's honestly, people are going to walk in and be like, wow, you have an old school gaming PC? Because it really looks like a gaming PC, doesn't it? I mean, without all the Ergobled, but cool. And here's you guys. See? Hello. The pre-drying cycle is used to dry the first part of the filament. Otherwise, the first part of the print will be wet if you don't pre-dry the filament. Cool. That makes sense. That makes sense. A1 Mini is direct drive, yes. And sorry I don't have, I'm not like displaying the product as much. It's just, I have to have that close to the Voron until I get a big Bowden tube. It's already pretty strained, the filament path, so. But you guys have seen the product. Now we want to see the results. All right. Pretty soon, we should have drying. 10 more minutes. Okay, Q&A time. Ask questions. And pretty soon, it's 10 minutes and then it's got to go through whatever's in the machine now. Yeah, I should have paid more attention and skipped this pre-drying. Because I think in 10 minutes this print is going to be done. But at least you guys are helping me get B-roll for a YouTube short I want to do about this. A1 Mini and a Voron 0.2. Those are like polar opposites. Okay. If you want to print multicolor, get the A1 Mini. If you want to print exotic materials, get the Voron. If you only want to print PLA and PETG, get the A1 Mini. If you want to print extremely fast, get either one. If you think you might want to print bigger things, get the A1 Mini because the size is considerably larger. If you want a project, get the Voron. If you want a printer that just works and you don't have 40 to 50 hours to play around with a printer, get the Bamboo Lab. Totally different printers, totally different experience. But if it's for quick prototyping, if you're prototyping, you're probably wanting to print with composites. I like to print all my prototype composites in some kind of carbon-filled filament because it's dimensionally very accurate, especially if I'm going to be printing the final piece in, you know, like a CF nylon. Then I want to experiment, you know, I want to get my prototype also with a carbon filament. Yeah, let's clean this thing up. This was PETCF printed on Rattlesnake. Not dried filament, as you can see. All right. What else we got? How many people are tuned in here? Sounds like I need to get both. I like having both. 100 people on the live stream. That's pretty good considering the hour in the States. Where is everyone tuned in from? I guess a lot of Europe. Greetings from the Netherlands. Build a new printer on my 3D printing channel. Yeah. The best tip I can give you for creating content. Good question. Thanks for actually sending questions, guys. The best tip I can give you is that people will tolerate not great video quality, but they will not tolerate bad audio quality. As you can see from this live stream, people complained enough about the audio being quiet, and that's with a professional microphone. So if you're going to invest in one thing, get a decent microphone for your iPhone. You can get the Hollyland microphones, the wireless lavaliers, and you can plug those right into your phone. But people will not tolerate bad audio at all. Wow, people from all over the world. And the other tip is invest in lights before you invest in cameras. Good lights can make your iPhone camera look great. Bad lights will make even the best camera look awful. And conveniently, lights are cheaper. You don't need fancy, expensive lights like I have. You can get soft boxes on Amazon as long as they don't flicker. So those are my 2 tips. I didn't think 3D printing was this fun. Yeah, you definitely need a tripod too. That's a good thing to have. Yep. Excuse me. What a time to be alive. Indeed. Indeed. Ditto the light suggestion. Awesome. Awesome. I've been in content creation now for over 10 years, 11 years, but only in 3D printing content for a year and a half, 2 years. How much is shipping to the UK on the DryWise? Nice. We're making a sale, guys. That's a buying question. All right. Cool. This is nice. PETCF. Super rigid. Look at that. Rigid and beautiful. Multiple lights, spread them out. Yeah, that's another good point. I took that as a given, but you want at least 2 lights, and ideally, I don't have my 3rd light on right now, which I should. You want 3 lights. Yeah, metal printing is cool. I've got a short coming up about some 3D printed metal that I had made by PCBWay, and it is pretty impressive. All right, we should be getting pretty close here, guys. 5 more minutes. Unfortunately, by then, I think the print is going to be done. Let's look. ETA 14 minutes. No. Sorry. 17 more minutes. So the last 10 minutes. Laser metal powder stuff. Yeah, totally. All right. I mean, I guess I could also pause the print just so we have a comparison in the same print. But what's the fun in that, right? Yeah. Also, I would recommend scripting all your content. Because otherwise it just becomes meandering, at least when I unscript my content. You guys can tell from the live stream, I'm very meandering. I'm just talking and talking and talking. Which is fine for live streams, but people don't like that for produced video. Do us all a favor and script your content. And cut everything that isn't necessary. Yeah, it looks like I'll need to start a second print. I could just print this thing again. I didn't plan to devote 2.5 hours to this today. I've got plenty of other stuff to do, but it's a cool machine, and I want to play around with it anyway. The main reason I wanted to do this live stream was not to promote the product or anything like that. It literally was, I've been procrastinating. This is a really cool machine. How can I force myself to do it? Schedule a live stream for later in the day. And then I have to do it because people are going to be waiting for it. By the way, some jerky person, right when the live stream started, gave it a thumbs down. So if you haven't given it a thumbs up to counterbalance that, there's 2 thumbs downs, or dislikes, I guess. So smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I'll be scripting. I can really ramble if I start talking off the cuff. Yeah, you can 3D print a teleprompter too, and then all you need is just to cut a piece of acrylic. That's what I do. I actually have a proper teleprompter. I don't use it because the 3D printed one is so much easier to work with. It's much more portable. And yeah, all the success for your new venture. Send over your videos in our Discord when you get them up. And also post them in awesome content on Polymaker's channel. That's a really good place to get exposure for your your videos. All right, come on. 2 minutes left. Do this thing. Let's go, DryWise. Let's go, DryWise. Let's go. Let's go, DryWise. Let's go. I've lost it, guys. Nima problema. I can't figure out how to sub from a chat post and can't find you. Ah, nice. I'll make a teleprompter. Yeah. Where do I find the Discord? I can give you the link. TNL-Discord. I wonder if we should make a channel in my Discord for awesome content. That would be cool. We don't have one right now, but I'd like to have one. So much stringing. Well, if I was worried a little bit about the kind of premium PETG not stringing as much, that clearly was not a concern. You guys can't really see, but from my angle, I see it's not just the thin wispy strings. Do you see in the back these like thick boys? And look at this. From where I'm standing, I can see all the thick stringing. You see that shit? It's nasty. All right, now, why did I move the camera? Get back there where you were. Oh, these funky tripods. They're the worst. All right. I hear beep. I hear beep. Now, let's not do the wrong thing again. Okay. Print started. Make sure to start the print on your printer. Press print started. Print started. What if I accidentally fat-fingered on abort? Printing. Desiccant check. O-rings X. Okay. Filament passed through the device. 0.0 meters. In progress printing. I like very much that it has sensors to tell me if something is wrong. That's fancy. Okay. So probably I would say like in another minute or two we should know. The thick boyos coming in. The stringing is getting less now it's near temp. I don't know if it is. It hasn't actually started. You tried contacting me on Discord? Let's look. Let's look. I forward all my messages through this app called Beeper. And I don't ever log into the Discord app itself. But I also don't filter my messages. Dr. Lester Smith. Let's look. Members, Doctor. I see that you're in our Discord. Pending. I have some pending friend requests. But I don't see... Like, I don't filter my messages. So I should see you. Inbox. I'm also not super proficient with Discord. Direct messages. Why is it not going? Direct messages. I see... No, I don't see anything from you. I think you're not talking to me, is what I've determined after all that hoopla. Yeah, I don't think you were talking to me. Okay. All right, back to our live stream. Am I, DryWise team, am I supposed to hear some, like, hissing in the back like this? Because it could well be that I didn't seat the O-ring correctly. Now the filament is really hard to pull. But the extruder's doing a good job, so... And this printer had under extrusion issues this morning. I just tightened everything up. So if this printer can handle it, I would assume my bigger printers can too. How do I send a DM? You find me in a chat? Or like just join our... You were talking to me. So then maybe your username there isn't the same as your username here? Because I searched Lester and it didn't find me anything. Don't know. Message me. Figure out how to message me and message me. I'm here. All right. It looks like it should be starting. We have moved 0.2 meters of filament through the device. Oh, I think I just figured something out here. I figured out your trick, DryWise. Because I was thinking to myself, if it's drying inline, then why, like when you think of inline, you think of a couple centimeters. Then why would it need 35 minutes to pre-dry the first couple meters? And what I'm realizing is it's using this entire path, and it's assuming that the filament's going to take, you know, a good number of minutes. It's not instantly drying it like when it passes through a filament sensor of 10 seconds. In my head, I was kind of thinking like, okay, there's probably a heating element. It's getting the filament right up to the right temperature to get the water out. And then all the rest of this is like cooling and electronics. And no, what I'm now realizing is the filament has to go through and take, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes to go through the whole thing. Now, so then my next question is, for the DryWise team, is what if I'm like super high speed printing and moving, you know, 35 cubic millimeters per second? Like how fast can this thing actually dry the filament? Then again, if I'm super high speed printing, I'm not The filament has a path length of around 130 centimeters in the unit. Then again, as I'm thinking aloud, the super high-speed filaments like ABS and high-speed PLA are not super hygroscopic. And if you're printing nylon or PC, they flow fast, but not that fast. So I guess you don't run up against a time limit on the bottom, like too fast through the machine. Would that be about correct? All right, we've now moved 0.3 meters through the machine. It says. So we should start seeing some differences. And did we get a confirmation, DryWise, on that sound, that hissing? Did I miss it in the comments? Is that normal, or is the O-ring actually not seated correctly? I'm going to play it for you again. I think it's... from the O-ring, or it's coming from the output area? Okay, it's still undried filament. But hey, like I said, you guys are helping me get awesome B-roll right now for a YouTube short. Okay, cool. Let's see. DryWise. It would depend. So far, we are testing drying materials at high speed with very good results. There will be a limit at which the material can be dried, but that would depend on the type and condition of the material. The price, as far as I know, is 1,800 euros. So it is clearly geared towards farms, people printing for work, businesses, things like that. Like, I don't think anyone's buying this if they only have one printer. But if you got a ton of printers, or, you know, you need to prototype and you've lost, if you lose a day of work a year total of people just waiting to print prototypes, it might be that the O-ring is not seated correctly. There is a definite leak. Is it safe for me to try and reseat it now? Because I don't want to make the product look bad if it's I didn't install correctly. I'll wait to hear back. But yeah, I think I'm going to detach and reconnect it. Yeah, it's not really for consumers, I don't think. But I suggested to them that it would be really cool if they found a way to lower the price in a future version after amortizing all their R&D, because I think, look, at the end of the day, if they could get one down to $300 or $400, what would you rather have, right? A $150 filament dryer that you have to wait 12 hours to print? Or would you pay that extra little bit to not have to ever wait? And then also think about all the money you save on dry boxes, bags, because then you just wouldn't store your filament in a dry situation. Huh, I wonder if the motor is heating up, the extruder motor. No, it's actually cool. It's fine. I'll need to stop the print and pull the filament backwards in order to reseat the... Oh! The filament's actually going through this desiccant? No, it's not. Wait. You're saying that in order to reseat this... Oh! You're talking... Wait a minute. Okay, let's make sure we're talking about the same thing here. I thought we're talking about a leak coming from the desiccant. Okay, the leak will not affect the drying performance of the machine, but will make the desiccant absorb moisture more quickly. Pull the filament backwards. It's weird to me that I need to pull the filament out in order to reseat this O-ring, but okay. No problem. I'll do that after the live stream. Sorry, guys, that again, I apologize to DryWise that I didn't look at the quick start guide because I didn't have an extra USB. So please don't let my setup experience reflect on the product. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not doing a review because it's hard to put your mind in the head of the consumer when you're doing a live stream. But yeah, please don't let my experience reflect the ease of setup. Though it shouldn't have been so hard to load the filament, and like I said, the instructions on the website should be updated because the version I downloaded was out of date. But again, pre-release products are often like that. All right, we should be getting dry filament any minute now. 0.6 meters pass through. That leak is probably coming in from the bottom port. Yeah, it actually sounds like it. I didn't know there was an O-ring in the bottom port. I mean, I could try and screw the Bowden coupler more. It looks like it would go in more. I can still see the nylon tape. So let me know if I should tighten that with tools. I didn't want to because it's a 3D printed part. I really don't want to break it. I can also just show you. We're diagnosing it in real time. See? It's in. But it is possible that also that I didn't seat things correctly. Yeah. The noise is coming from there, not from the desiccant. Yeah, it's coming from there. Okay, I will play with all of this off of live stream. Okay, we're coming up on 2 hours here. I really need to get back to work. So, please dry soon. Behind the filament sensor. Okay. All right, I'll look at it. Worst case, I'll just give you guys a call after. Not a problem. I think it's starting to get drier. No. Still no. And we're 96% done on the print. So we may just start a new print. You guys still with me? Let me know in the chat if everyone's still with me here. It says 67% on the Clipper dashboard, but it says 96% here. You know what, though? I'm realizing I haven't heard the snap, crackle, pop in a long time. And actually, the long snaps are much better. So I'm wondering, it is getting better because the thick ones stopped a long time ago. Okay, I'm realizing we need, yeah, can we see the print from the front? It might be that the stringing is, yeah, exactly. I just came to the same realization at the same time as you guys. Yep. I have not dialed in retraction for this one. Yeah, it just hit to me. The oozing has stopped, yeah. It just occurred to me. I was like, wait a minute. We don't hear, listen, you don't hear snapping anymore. I can actually, okay, when the print stops, I'm going to turn it around and I can actually see the moment where things started drying. But there's no snapping, there's no popping. Or crackling is the proper term. This is kind of why I didn't want to do a retraction test, because that's testing retraction. It's not really testing how wet the filament is. An aesthetic model would have been easier. All right, let's have a look. So here you can see, yeah, wow. Look at that. You can clearly see when it started, like right about, hold on. Let's move the whole setup, and I'll show you guys what I see. Okay, wow, that's impressive. You know what I'm gonna do? Hang on. Let's turn the camera. So my retraction settings are clearly not good. No one's denying that for this material. Sorry, guys. Hang on. One sec. So retraction is clearly not dialed in, but look at that. So right about here, you see how the big ones stop, and all these, like, the thick stuff stops here, and then it just gets dry. Hold on. This would be the smarter way to do it. Okay, let's look. Focus. Let's get this out of the way. All right. Worst planned live stream ever. All right, here we go. So see, right around after my ring finger, so right up here, that's when it starts working. The retraction is not good on the printer. We can see that. But I definitely can tell the difference. And then let's actually look at let me get some more light. I want to look at the actual print quality of the surface. Let's see. Hey, Mars Gizmo, what's up? AMS is definitely worth getting. If you're going to get a Bamboo Lab printer, get the AMS. Otherwise, you can save a lot of money and get another printer. Okay, let's look at this actual print quality. I made the mistake of using a sparkly filament, so that's going to pass as some defects. But yeah, on the print quality side, it's pretty decent, except for here. Up to like right here, you can see the popping. And it clearly, I mean, here the texture is not good. You guys see that, right? You can see the snapping and all that. And then it progressively gets better. By the way, around the same time as this gets better, the oozing. And then, yeah, by the last 5 millimeters, when the drying was actually on, that's a very good print. Except for, again, retraction settings. Pretty rad. I think now we should print a Benchy out of this material and just see overall. But I do think I should adjust the retraction. Let's have a look at retraction settings, shall we? And then I really need to wrap it up here because I got so many projects to work on, guys. All right, let's look at our retraction settings. The crackling stopped, yeah. That's why I want to print a Benchy, something a little faster. Retraction length 0.4. Retraction speed is very slow. Let's go up. And I think we're going to crank up the retraction to 0.8. I'm just spitball. I'm like, you know, putting a finger in the wind here to just see. I've not done any retraction tuning on this printer because this printer almost exclusively prints nylon, carbon fiber, and composites. It also has a diamond nozzle in there. So I don't waste this printer on PETG. Okay, let's get a Benchy going. Also, my temp might be a little high. Yeah, 255 is the higher end for, what's it called? Let's try 250. Z-hop is way too high too. All right, let me check that. Thank you. I didn't even look there. Extruder. Z-hop, half a millimeter is not that bad. I've got some of my printers higher than that. It is possible the Bowden path could be affecting something, but it is possible that all the resistance on the Bowden tube could make a difference. But let's try this Benchy. I like printing Benchies. It's just a good. It's almost like a benchmark, you know. It's just a good benchmark. I wonder why it's named Benchy. All right. Let's see. Bring it down to 10%. Quality. Now I wonder what kind of protections there are on not melting the filament if I stop the print. Like if I stop the print, but the device will be, filament stop. Wow. You guys thought of everything. Filament stop moving. The device will be put in idle unless movement resumes shortly. Well done, guys. Well done. Yeah, I like Z-hop. Everyone rips on Z-hop, but I actually really like it. I think it's helpful, but I do get some stringing on my prints. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So, by the way, remember, guys, like the first stuff that came out when it was preheating was very crackly. This is still not straight, and I think that might be because we may have a partial clog, but it's not crackly. Then again, this is also sparkly filament, so it's really hard to see. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's print one more thing, and then, guys, well, we'll start another print. And then I need to go work on some other projects, like, desperately. 2.5 hours I've been on here. That's a lot for me. Well, in case you were wondering about the strength of the print, remember how I said the drying started around 5 millimeters in? The print broke when I tried to get it off the print surface at 5 millimeters in because it was so sopping wet and weak. Hey, Maker Viking. I need to hurry up because in a second I'm not going to have a build plate to print on. Quickly. Quickly. I don't have a scraper here. All right. Beauty. Yeah, so the print was much weaker before the dryer started. It just snapped when I tried to remove it from the print surface. Now let's try and break the dried part. By the way, you can see, hold on, let me see if I can show you guys this. Did my battery run out? No. Look at this. You can actually see inside all the bubbling in the beginning. You guys see that? Look at that. Look at the infill specifically. That is very wet filament. I mean, we knew it was wet filament. Now let's break it and see the infill elsewhere. Oh yeah. You guys, it's night and day. On the infill, it's night and day, maybe because the print speed was higher. So look, this is the side before the dryer started. Okay, you guys see all the like bubbling in there? Come on, focus. Focus. Okay. I did start the print. It's just heating. You can use Magigoo to make part removal easier. I plan to. Thank you for sending some over. Okay, you guys see all that bubbling in there? That's the bottom half of the printer that broke. Bottom half of the print that broke. Right? Let me catch the light properly. Stupid GH5 focus hunting so much. Okay, you see that, right? Now, look at the side where the filament is dried. You see how the infill is so much more uniform and transparent because it doesn't have bubbles in it? Big difference on the infill. And again, that it broke at a point where there's still, it broke right about where the drying was. Remember how we said like it got better and better? And then let's look at the other half. This is the half that's like fully dry. See? And here you can see this is just retraction issues and not so much. Like this is where the filament's fully dry. Look at that. No bubbling on the infill. What you're seeing inside is sparkles, but if you look down the barrel of it, you can see like the infill is no longer popping. Yeah, I don't know if I would call it shocking. I mean, we knew that the filament was very dry, but it's very impressive that it supposedly could have done this, you know, without the heat up time and everything. All right, let's print that Benchy. But that is freaking rad, right? I'm glad that I wouldn't have thought to break the print in half, and I was trying to see surface defects, but because I didn't change the outer layer speed, right? So you always print the outer perimeter the slowest, but the real difference shows up on the infill. Look at that. Pretty cool. Hey, pretty cool. The thing does what it says it does. Now, let's print that Benchy. This stupid tripod. I have like 50 of them, but they're all at home because I'm recording a video at home. Super annoying. Stop! Just stay in one place. Look at this, it's like dancing. Dancing is what you do. Dancing's what I think of you. Alright. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome machine. I mean, to be honest, they had me at no pre-drying your filament. Like, they had me at print PETG the same day. How is it that I can order a new computer on Amazon Prime and it arrives in 2 hours, not here, but where my parents live, and yet if I want to print something at home with PETG, it takes 12 hours of advanced planning? That always pissed me off. Okay, now look, guys. Look, hold on. Wait, you got to see this. So now look at the infill. And by the way, we fixed the retraction. Ah! I do still see some imperfections in the infill. But I think that's just, it might be under extrusion. Or it might be sparkles. I'm actually not sure. Camera's about to die. Hang on. Yeah, I would love to see a more compact version too. Whoa! I Uncle Jesse'd it! You guys, we Uncle Jesse'd. Damn it, we made it so far without Uncle Jesseing. Thank God I decided to use the GH5 and not, ow, and I pulled my neck muscles. Oh, that was a serious Uncle Jesse. I'd be lying if I told you guys that was the first time I've ever dropped that camera this week. Called it. Oh my God. You know what's worse than the camera though is I just totally pulled my my trapezius muscle trying to get the camera. Called it. It's still good. It's still good. It's still good. I'm throwing away that tripod now, though. Hold on. So now instead of using that camera, yeah, I'm fine. I need to put some deep blue on my shoulder. So just look at this. This will be easier. See? The camera's fine. I've dropped that camera more times than I care to share with you guys. The main thing that I want to point out, by the way, is, hang on, listen to it. Oops. That's the other camera. It still works, though. Yeah, Panasonics are pretty rugged. This whole thing is waterproof and snowproof. Listen. Like, I think inherently there's a flaw in what I'm doing because I'm printing PETG on a printer that I never have printed PETG with, not once. So print quality can be deceiving, right? I haven't dialed in, and this is a Voron. This isn't a Bamboo machine that is like So print quality could be deceiving, although my print quality is very good right now, for the most part. What can't be deceiving is the filament is no longer popping. Like you guys heard, I'm going to go back. Maybe I'll even edit, like I'll do a YouTube short of this, where it's like, listen to the filament before and after. But what's cool about this, unlike any other dryer that I've ever tested, I don't have to plan 12 hours in advance. If I want to test, I could literally just cut the filament and then now feed this in. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop this print in the middle of the like cabin. I'll stop the print and then I'll continue it with undried filament. That'll be really cool. Make sure you guys are subscribed for that. It doesn't pop anymore. Listen. I heard one pop there just now. Wait a minute. Did it stop drying? No. Still drying. It's not popping anymore, but now we're having some print quality issues. And now the popping's back. Yeah, the popping's back. Okay, I think something's wrong. Because this filament is no longer dry. Like, as I said, it's no longer popping. Now the popping has started coming back. That's weird. And now the print quality has just gone to shit. Okay, I need to investigate this. I'll ask the DryWise team. Get Levy a chiropractor. Because something's wrong now. Now it is very much wet filament. It's like that first bit was fine, and now it has stopped. Maybe this is the filament that was in there while I paused the print, and so it didn't get enough time in the printer. Let's wait a minute and see. But then I need to hop off anyway. Dropped your GF1 and GH1 to concrete. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, I cursed it. I suspect... No, but then this stuff should have been in the machine while it was paused. Yeah, I'm not sure. Everything kind of just went to shit. But we did definitely see some results. I think I'm not doing something right, and that sound is concerning me. I'm going to hop off, guys. No, the outer layers weren't dry either. It would work the other way, but no, everything has been sitting out. Something is wrong, like big time. So I'm going to consult with the DryWise team now. And yeah, it's not drying the entire spool. It's drying it inline. Cool. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in live. I'm going to do some YouTube shorts about this once I figure out what I'm doing wrong or what's wrong with it. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. This was really fun. And let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do more of these type things. Okay. What this dryer is, for all of those who were not here, it's an inline filament dryer. Filament goes in the top, goes around the machine, and comes out dry. Ta-da! But right now it's not working properly. It was working. We got it working. Now it's not working properly. I also think I'm impatient because they do say they want you to do a 35-minute burn-in period kind of thing to pre-dry the first filament. So, yeah. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Ciao. Oh, and thank you to DryWise for sending this over. Appreciate it. It's really, really cool. Thank you. Bye.